Hi, I welcome you all for this lecture on power system operations and control. Myself, Dr. R. Lavanya. I'm working in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Sri Muthukumaran Institute of Technology. And in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the basics of power system operation and control. And in that, we are going to discuss about the scenario. What is the power scenario at present in India? We are going to focus on that. There is a power scenario in the Indian grid, national and regional load dispatching centers, requirement of good power system, necessities of voltage and frequency regulations and references. Power scenarios in the Indian grid. The Indian grid has achieved the historic milestone, notably surpassing 500 gigawatts of total installed capacity and meeting 50% of its power needs from non-fossil fuels sources 5 years ahead of the 2030 target. Installed capacity and generation mix. The total installed capacity reached approximately 510 gigawatts by November 2025. Non-fossil fuel sources account for 51.5% of the total capacity as of November 2025. So through wind, we are generating power of about 132.85 gigawatts. Through wind, it's 53.99 gigawatts. Through hydro, it is 50.35 gigawatts, and through nuclear, it is 8.78 gigawatts. The fossil fuel sources, the primary fossil fuel source we are using is the coal-based one, and it is accounting about 48.4% of the total. Peak demand, the Indian met a record peak demand of 245 gigawatts in the January 2026, surpassing the previous summer peak of 243 gigawatts. National energy shortages have been slashed to a mere 0.03% to 0.1% in the financial year 2025-26. It is down from 4.2% a decade ago. Per capita energy consumption is surged to 1,460 kilowatt in 2024-25. So the future target is focused on unified national grid. India operates as a single synchronous grid on the basis of one nation, one grid, and one frequency, allowing a seamless inter-regional power transfers. Transmission expansion under the National Electricity Plan 2023 to 2032. The transmission network is projected to expand from 4.98 lakh CKM to 6.48 lakh CKM. So it's a circuit kilometer basically used to represent the length of the transmission line along with the circuit included. By 2032, to support 500 gigawatts of the renewable energy excavations. So the green initiatives, which is growing faster. Flagship schemes like Pradhama Mandiri Surya Ghar, Muft Bijli Yojana target 1 crore rooftop solar installations by 2027 to decentralize the generation. So the hierarchy of the control structure. So the national, there are many load dispatch centers, the national, regional, state, and area dispatch centers. So the National Load Dispatch Center, it is the top level coordination and the inter-regional scheduling system. The Regional Load Dispatch Center, it covers almost 5 regions monitoring the regional security. Then the state level load dispatching center monitors the real-time aspects of the state level distributions and generations. The area load dispatch center manages the local distribution areas or sub-state grids. The physical point where the power is transferred and distributed to the consumers is called as the substations. And the national and the regional load dispatch centers. The grid controller of India manages the grid through a hierarchical structure. This hierarchical structure is followed for dispatching the power more effectively. National Load Dispatch Center, that is NLDC, the apex body located in New Delhi, it supervises the RLDCs, schedules the inter-regional power transfers, and ensures the security of the national grid. Example, if the north has a heat wave and needs extra power, but the west has a surplus of wind energy, the NLDC coordinates that massive cross-country handoff. Regional Load Dispatch Centers, that is RLDC, it focuses on the 5 centers, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, and Shillong. responsible for the integrated operation of the grid within their respective region. They handle real-time monitoring and energy accounting for interstate exchanges. Example, the Southern RLDC, Bengaluru, manages a huge amount of power demand, and the Eastern RLDC, Kolkata, manages a massive cold belt, receiving from and hydropower receiving from Bhutan. So the state load dispatch centers, the primary bodies for scheduling and dispatching electricity within the individual states. They ensure that the local supply matches the local demand every single second. So to conclude, NLDC ensures the country is safe. RLDC ensures the region plays fair with each other. SLDC ensures your city actually has a lights on. And this is the reference included for this presentation. Thank you.